everybody, what's up? It's your girl, Catherine Simone, otherwise known as Kitty Cat here on YouTube. You know, it's your girl Kitty Cat, but I'm also Catherine Simone. So yeah, it's your girl. Well, I'm back for another video. I have not filmed a tea time in so long. A story time, a tea time, a bedtime story. I have so many good stories to tell, but I'm afraid to share what I've got. And I'm sitting on a lot of hot stories. And I gotta let them out. I just gotta stop letting fear take over my life. Today's story, tea time, bedtime, story, whatever. Today's tea time is all about how... I know it sounds so dramatic because it kind of is dramatic because it's me, so it's dramatic. So how MAC Cosmetics changed my life. Well, if you got some time, have a seat, get comfortable, grab your tea, grab your popcorn, get your snacks. If you want to hear about how MAC changed my life, you're gonna have to like skip into the next 5 minutes or something, because I have to give the background. I gotta give the context clues. I have to set the scene. So let me set the scene for y'all. Once upon a time, there was a young girl. Just kidding. No, okay, no, but really though, once upon a time, I was a young kitty cat. I was a young Catherine Simone. And I always wanted stuff that was more grown for me, is what my mom would say. Like, you always want all this grown stuff. You ain't grown yet. When I was young, I wanted to dye my hair. I wanted to get all kinds of piercings. And when I say young, I don't mean like in my young teens. Like, I was young, like 8 years old, wanting to do all kinds of crazy stuff. And my mom was like, pump the brakes. One of those things was wearing makeup. And I did have a few friends who were wearing makeup at a really young age. But it was all play makeup, you know, so it doesn't really count. But still, I wanted to wear makeup. And the answer from my mother was no. And I respected that. A few more years went on. Middle school came around. I asked my mom again, hey, I'm in middle school now. Can I start wearing makeup? The answer was no again. Then in high school, I was a cheerleader and I was allowed to wear makeup for games. Makeup was not an everyday thing growing up for me. Finally, my senior year rolls around. I'm 17. I'm at the mall. It's like 3 days before school starts. I was just getting some last minute clothes and things like that. And you know when you go to the mall and there's those people who you walk back past them and they're at a kiosk or something and they're like, hey, you over there, come, sit down, sit down, sit down. I don't know why, but I always get sucked in. And I look at my mom like, yo, come on, can I sit down, please? It was for makeup. They sat me down and they just did like a little demo. It was super quick. And even though I didn't really wear a lot of makeup, I saw myself and was like, oh my God, like I feel, ooh. You know, I just feel like, whoa. Like, this is just a little bit of makeup, but I like this. Told my mom, like, please, like, I'm about to be a senior. Like, can I please just start wearing this makeup? It's just, like, really simple. It's nothing crazy. Come on, like, what do you got to say? And, you know, my mom was like, you know what? I guess, you know, you're about to be a senior in high school. You know, whatever. It's a little bit of makeup. I did my little 15-minute makeup routine all throughout the senior year of high school. And it was super minimal, super basic. Just, like, powder, blush, a shimmery shadow, some basic Maybelline mascara, and some lip gloss, and that was it. I was nothing like I'm doing now. It's nothing like what you're seeing 17-year-old girls do today. Then when I was 18, I gave up on mascara. That's another story for another day. I just don't really, I'm not a fan of mascara. I learned how to do lashes, and so I just was rocking my powder, makeup, and my lashes for a couple years. I always kind of wanted to elevate my makeup, but it wasn't a high priority on the list. You know, it was more my hair of like, okay, how do we get these curls under control? That was kind of more of like the focus at the time. Wanted to start getting into makeup, but just wasn't really sure how. We fast forward, when I was 20, I got out of a long-term relationship. And at that time, I had already had a job, right? But I was like, you know what? I don't want to have any free time at all to think about what's going on in my personal life. I just want to keep it moving, like never stop, keep grinding, like nothing's gonna faze me. Even though things were fazing me, I just wanted something to keep me busy. So I picked up another job. I was working at Sunglass Hut. Sunglass Hut. I was selling Ray-Bans and Versace's and Maui Jims, having the time of my life. I did that for a summer, and when it came time for me to go back to school in the fall, I had to leave that job. And I hit up the regional manager from Sunglass Hut. I just said, hey, I really appreciated the opportunity working at Sunglass Hut. I know I'm still new to the company, but if y'all have any openings that open up near my school, let me know. They were like, all right, whatever. And I didn't think they'd call me back, and they did. About a month later, and they said, hey, we got this opening, this mall. It's about half an hour from your school. Is that cool? I was like, yeah, I need a job. So took it. At this Sunglass Hut, at this particular location, it had a standalone Sunglass Hut and then a Sunglass Hut inside of Macys, the department store. Anyone who worked at Sunglass Hut, you would just bounce back and forth the locations, which was nice because you just got more hours. I always loved working at the Macys location. One, because you kind of worked by yourself and I didn't have to deal with other coworkers. But two, where was it next to? Drum roll, we already know where it was next to. It was 10 feet away from the MAC Cosmetics counter. It was right next to the beauty department, along with Estee Lauder and Clinique and Lancome and all those other brands, but I was right next to MAC. They were a new counter. Over the course of time, I developed a friendship with some of the artists. The artists there, they just really reeled me in. At the time, they could see that I wasn't wearing a lot of makeup. They could see that it was just very minimal, very chill. But they could see I did my lashes, so they saw potential, I think. They just kind of started with me like little by little. They would say, hey, have you tried our new BB cream? I'm like, no, I haven't tried it. And then they'd color match me, send me home with the sample, go home, love it, save up my college girl coins, and buy it on payday. I was just trying all kinds of stuff, saving my money. This is kind of like the part that like hooked me, the overall kindness and just generosity that this counter, and the overall love that this counter just showed me. MAC has a program called Back to MAC. You get 6 or more items, you put it together in a bag or whatever, take it to MAC, and you can get like a free lipstick for giving back, for recycling, which is like, you're getting a reward for being a good person. I'm all about that. The counter manager at the time, she came to me one day and was like, hey, I'm moving to a different location and I just wanted to do something like really nice before I leave, and I just wanted to do something for you. And I was like, what do you mean? And she said, well, I have everything from MAC that I could ever want. My family has everything from MAC that they could ever want. And, you know, I know that you're in college and you're just getting into makeup, and I want to help you. And I still was just so unsure of what she was talking about. And she pulled out all of these bags full of empty MAC containers. And she said, hey, we're going to get you started. We're going to get you a lip kit going. We're going to make sure you have all the colors that you need to like make this makeup thing for you possible. Because at that time, I literally only had one lipstick, which was Sin, and one lip liner, which was Night Moth. Like, those were the only lipstick and lip liner that I had from MAC. What she did was she was like, all right, girl, let's get you the perfect nude. We chose Velvet Teddy. Then she said, okay, every girl needs the perfect pink. So we chose Please Me. And then she said, have to have a red lip. So then we chose All Fired Up. And then she asked me, you know, do you have any other color that maybe you've heard of or something you want to try? And I was like, oh my gosh, I hear Heroin is a really good shade. And she said, ooh girl, Heroin's going to be so beautiful on you. And then I took that one home too. That's still probably one of my favorite MAC shades, like forever, like top 5. And then I also took home 2 lip liners as well. That gesture was so genuine. It was just so heartwarming, and for someone to take notice of, hey, like this young girl is in college, doesn't have MAC cosmetic money, to me it just really warmed my heart that she went out of her way and did that for me. That like, oh my god, now I have 4 lipsticks and 2 lip liners, which is a big deal for me. Back in those days, it was like, oh my god, like I got all these lipsticks and these lip liners, I got something for every day of the week almost. It just meant so much to me. And I just kept going with the makeup. I just kept experimenting, kept having fun, and just playing and really growing my passion for beauty. People would look at me so crazy for doing full face of makeup every single day. And I just kept doing it because, one, I wanted to get really good at doing my own makeup. I took all advantage of everything that the MAC counter had to offer. Anytime they did a class, I went to the class. Anytime they were having something new come out, I was right there. Maybe I didn't buy it all the time because I didn't have the coins for it, but I was definitely there swatching it and checking it out. I just really appreciated that counter because anytime that they got gratis, or they got products that they already had or that they didn't think flattered them, they would just give it to me. And I fell in love with the brand, and I just fell in love with watching them. Sunglass Hut was hella slow, but I used to see the MAC counter be so busy. So busy. I never ever thought about being a part of the beauty industry until I did not get the job of my dreams when I graduated from school. I had my heart set on a particular career, and I had a ticket to the door, and the door like slammed in my face. That hurt me so much because it was something I had waited for so long, and it was something I really wanted. And everyone at that counter knew that that was what I wanted, and they saw what it did to me. The counter manager, the one that took over after the one that gave me all the lipstick, she pulled me aside and was like, "Look, I know you're going through it, and I know that this sucks, but it's gonna be okay. And here's what I think you should do." And this is, I think, one of the most pivotal moments of my life ever. She said to me, "I know that this career," I'm not going to say the name of what it is because I'm going to do another tea time saying what it is, what happened, give you some more context of what happened, because that shit was crazy, okay? She was like, "I know this particular path did not work out for you. You can always try again later, but here's what I think you should do. I think you should go try to find a job in the beauty industry, whether that's at a Sephora or an Ulta or even an Origins counter, and then in 6 months, apply to MAC." Drops mic. Oh, damn. Did she just say that to me? I just couldn't believe it. Her saying that, it dropped a seed in my brain, and things have never been the same ever since. My goal went from this career path to a path in beauty. And that is where I've been. That's where I've been going. That's been what I've been doing ever since I got out of school. Honestly, like, it's been such a ride. I love working in the beauty industry. I love being a part of beauty culture. It's my passion. It's my calling. It's always changing, and it's always moving, and there's always something new that you can learn. And there's always new products coming out. It's overwhelming, but it's fun at the same time. And honestly, if MAC never swooped me up into their products, I honestly don't know where I would be, because beauty is such a huge part of my life now. It's crazy because when I think of beauty, I just don't see myself doing anything else. I'm so blessed. I love my life, and I love what I get to do, and that I get to be around beauty all the time. It's like amazing. It's the best. Makeup is for everyone. Anyone can wear makeup. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. If you want to put makeup on, you should do it. It's fun. I mean, it's not confidence in the bottle. Don't get me wrong. It is not confidence in the bottle, honey. You got to work on that within. But if you just want a little extra pizzazz, I think you should definitely go for it. Y'all, that was my tea time, story time about how MAC Cosmetics changed my life. If they weren't so persistent about getting me to try product, I have no idea where I would be. More tea times to come. I'm bringing some juice. I'm bringing some heat. So get ready. I'll see y'all in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.